Shake it, baby. Oh yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it.
When Jack comes out and says that your fighting style is boring, if you go beyond the headline and ingest the totality of what he says, he's comparing you to George St. Pierre, but they cut up him calling your style boring. So to what extent is there any friction whatsoever between you and Jack?
No, when he said boring, I took that personally. That was that Michael Jordan moment. No, right? For me, I don't take none of it personally, right? They can say whatever they want to say, but I'm just going to keep winning. And for Jack, I don't have to fake anything. I don't have to make talk about his mom or something stupid like that, right? I think that he brings it regardless. And yeah. I'm going to bring it regardless. And for me, I take it personally that you want to take what I have. I don't even forget how long it took me to get this belt. I didn't forget that they didn't want to give it to me. I didn't forget that I had to claw myself to where I am. And they're just handing it to him, right? He had, 5 wins? And then I had to do 10 wins in a row. That's what I take personally. That's what I'm doing. Like, oh, you think you're just going to take it from me? You think you're just going to come out here and beat me and take what I worked so hard to get? No, that's more personal to me than trash talk.
Yeah. So I was on the treadmill this morning, and I was actually thinking about you late in the game.
Hey, just quickly, I just want to touch on this one bit of the fight, and then we'll talk about who's next for the belt. Belal told me that he is planning on standing with the JDM. He told me he wants to use his Canelo hands on him. True or false?
That's false. That's false. That may be true for, I don't know, half a round, but it would be very silly for Belal not to use his A game. I'm not saying he couldn't potentially do some damage on the feet. I don't sleep on Belal striking at all. He beat Leon Edwards partially in the striking. It wasn't just that he kept taking him down over and over. That was a big part of it. But like there were quite a few long stanzas where his pressure was really eating up Leon Edwards on the feet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do I think he can get to Jack on the feet? Yeah, I do. I don't know that he's going to knock him out on the feet, though, is the thing. But do I think he could crack him and maybe follow it up and, take it to the ground after that? Yes. Do I think he's going to avoid wrestling entirely? No. I think that would be stupid.
You have a very long, impressive career. So what would you say you're most proud of and your biggest regret in your career?
Most proud? I mean, just all of it. When I started fighting, I was about to turn 31 years old. It was my first fight. So I'm proud of being able to do what I did at my age. And biggest regret? I don't know, man. Probably. So I lost that fight in Anaheim to Jones, and I was fighting really well, and I kind of started talking to him, and I lost track and lost focus, and I ended up getting kicked in the head. So yeah, I should have stayed locked in. That's probably the thing I regret the most. I just was feeling so good that night that I kind of got outside of myself a little bit.
I wasn't taking his neck.
What were you going to take?
His soul.
It was a famous interview with Ron Kirk when he asked you that, and you said, well, if he's down, I'm not taking his neck. I'm taking his soul.
Jesus. I was not in a good mood at the time, but that's kind of
but that was real.
At that time, when I was fighting, that's what I was doing. I was trying to make people not want to fight because it's like people laugh, and I kind of look back on my career now that I'm retired, not one single submission attempt in the UFC. Not one single submission attempt in the UFC. My mindset now, I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's silly. But I always thought you get submitted, oh, you tricked me.
Yeah.
But if you get your ass beat, There's no trick into that.
You know that. It sticks
There's
with
no
them
trick
forever.
into that. Like sometimes you could get whooped in a wrestling meet,
Right.
or wrestling match, but it's just slick stuff, or somebody just beats the shit out of you. It's two different ways and mentalities of, but that's kind of my mindset. So.
I love the fight of Ngannou. Trying to, it's a lot of things going on. I think that fight is still stirring up. We're still talking about it. It's just trying to get the structure of how that fight going to go, because certain things have been laid out, or I even have expressed my opinions about, hey, we do one fight boxing, one fight MMA. I would love to go back and forth, giving him the opportunity to, me go in his backyard as he come into mine. Fair is fair. And, certain things like that, just then, some of them, some may want to just do boxing or whatever. So it's a lot of things going on right now. But I think that fight will be made. A lot of fights will be made. You know what I mean? We just got to get back at it. It's all going to depend on me.
Thank you so much.
Nick has good news for you. 50G, brother.
No way.
$50,000, brother.
Thank you, boss. Thank you. I'm really happy to have a call from you, and I got something for you. Can I see you? Where are you?
Yeah, well, I'll be back in the hotel soon.
I have like something.
Wow, that's bad. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get
Every real man have to have like this.
That's beautiful, brother. Thank you.
Just let me know where are you.
All right, brother. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Thank you. All right, brother.
Thank
Bye.
you.
JDM beats Belal. The UFC doesn't really love Belal, so he's not going to get an immediate rematch unless something crazy happens in the fight. So JDM is likely going to fight someone else. And people are saying it's going to be Islam Makhachev. People believe that Islam is sitting out, waiting to see what happens with this fight before he commits to this Ilia Topuria fight, UFC 317, or if he moves up. What do you think? Do you believe that it's going to be Islam JDM if JDM does beat Belal here?
I think that the UFC really wants Islam versus Topuria. And I think that they will do whatever it takes to make that fight happen financially. And I think that if JDM ends up beating Belal, we've got a pretty tight race, depending on the health of Shavkat, between Ian Gary, Shavkat, and I mean, really, to me, it comes, and then Sean Brady.
Sean Brady.
Yeah.
What about Kamaru Usman and Joaquin Buckley?
I know. When does that fight again?
Good question.
I don't remember. But I would imagine I could see them I don't know. I don't know the extent of Shavkat's timeline either.
June 14th, so not too far.
Yeah.